All right, my people, it's about to go live. Y'all ready? I'm so excited. I'm super hyped. Hold on. I think my intro about to start playing. You ready? You ready?
Your show will go live in 5 seconds.
Oh.
4, 3,
Hype.
2,
Hype.
1.
Right. Bam. Sing it with me, y'all. The best hour that you'll ever spend with another woman in your life. Conversations with Angie Harvey will make everything alright. Catch her on A3 Radio. You never wanna miss a show. You know, I know, we know. Angie Harvey will make you grow. Do it, y'all. With Angie Harvey. With Angie Harvey. With Angie Harvey. With Angie Harvey. All right, y'all. I am super duper hyped. Can you tell? Can you tell I'm super hyped? Ah! Welcome to Conversations with Angie Harvey. And guess what it is? It's 100. I've done 99 shows and I didn't miss one. But this is 100. I am so excited. I'm excited. I've been excited all day. I haven't eaten. I haven't been sleeping. I'm like super hyped. You would think that something amazing is about to happen. Well, it is. It is. Let me calm down. I want to welcome. Can everybody hear me? I need to make sure the people that's listening on the phone can hear me. I need to make sure that everybody on. Y'all got me? You good? Okay. Y'all heard the intro? Very good. Thank you very much. Welcome to Conversations with Angie Harvey. And I'm your host, not to be confused with Ho, your host, Angie Harvey. And I want to welcome you all to the 100th episode of Conversations with Angie Harvey. And most people will give you that speech that I couldn't have made it without you. I'm so happy you're here. Well, guess what? I know that every single day that I could not do what I do if you all didn't show up to grow up. I got some ride-or-die people that show up no matter what. They party in their ear. Why you always got to listen to her? They show up anyway. New people like, what is that about? They show up anyway. And so you all have done my heart wonderful. I mean, I'm excited. As you see, I didn't write anything down. I'm like, for real, we having a party. Got me a little drinky drink. Never fear, mommy. I know my mother listening. It's just, it's sparkling cider. Y'all do not want to see me with alcohol. That would not be a good thing. Anyway, let me first thank everybody. And no, this is not going to be a show, a whole bunch of thank yous. But I want to thank everybody who made a video. I want to thank everybody that wrote a written message of congratulations. And I want to say that everybody that did not, I've been having some challenges with Facebook. If by chance you get deleted, please just request to be my friend again. Oh, by the way, I can't accept any more friends. And so I'm sorry in advance, right? Right. I decided that I wasn't just going to get on here and thank all the wonderful people that have helped me get to this place. I absolutely want to tell a story. And that story is about a woman who stutters, still stutters. A woman that has ADD and has to write everything on a sticky note. Baby, if it ain't on a sticky note, I don't remember it. I don't recall it. None of those things. A woman who's still afraid to walk out in front of people. A woman that can't network because she hears tapes that says these things and she can't sell herself very well. This is the woman that is celebrating 5 years on E3 Radio. This is the woman that is celebrating 100 Conversations with Angie Harvey. And I'm proud of me. I know where I come from, and it's been an amazing ride. I'm full. I'm extra full, and mainly because guess what? You all have grown with me. There's some people. The videos were hilarious. You would think that I just took people and like drug them to growth, right? Like, come on, you growing. Well, okay, I did do that for a few people. But for the most part, people show up to grow up. There are people that show up every other week like clockwork. There are people that tune in and wonder where they've been or where I've been. And that's just some amazing, amazing, it just feels good. That's all. I mean, I could say more, but just know that it feels good. The biggest piece, though, I need you all to be clear about is that this wasn't born overnight, and that I didn't get to this place by myself. And there were some people that had to pull me from some places, because hear me when I tell you that my self-esteem, yeah, I think I'm pretty fly now. I'm pretty confident about who I am and what I can do. But that was not always the case. I was well into my 30s before I knew that it was okay for me to be me, and I was enough. And then well into my 40s before I stumbled upon really and truly who I was and what I was assigned to do. Because Let's Talk originally started as a business. Right, I was just speaking because I was going to make money speaking, and quickly found out that it was my passion and my purpose and my assignment, and I love, love, love my assignment. And so I say that all that to say that for anybody that's looking, anybody that's listening, y'all go ahead and share this. Share it. I want to share. I want to get 1,000 views before we get off the radio tonight. For anybody that's listening that think that they can't, that they don't have enough money, they don't have enough time, that there's a challenge or an obstacle, please be, and I know you hear this all the time. People say, oh yeah, you can do it if you put your mind to it. I'm telling you, it takes work. It takes a whole lot of work. But there's not anything that is not possible if you put your mind to it, and you can do it. Because like I said, I come from a place where technically I shouldn't be in front of you. No one would vouch for me to be in front of you if they knew who I was, if they didn't know where I'd grown from. And so just be clear that you all are just extremely special to me, because there's people that who know my story and know where I come from, and they still show up. Yeah, that's pretty dynamic. I'm ultra thrilled about that. So let me say this before I get off on my little thing. Couple things, housekeeping things. I need everybody to know that anybody that wants to shout out and talk to me on the phone and say congratulations, I'm absolutely going to be taking those calls. There's some dynamic people that are very near and dear to me that are going to be showing up tonight. For the most part, I'm going to be doing a lot of listening and probably a lot of crying, a lot of talking in between, but I absolutely want to be able to take some of your calls. I want to be able to hear some of your voices. I know that there are a lot of you out there that have been rooting for me for years and years, and even when I didn't root for myself. And so tonight is not about Conversations with Angie Harvey. Has my name in it, but that conversation piece, that involves all of us. That involves all of us. I could not have grown anywhere without you all. And so feel free to call in 646-478-4395. Yeah, I was about to lose my mind. Yeah, I was about to lose my mind. Alrighty then. I know some other things. Listen, let's talk about some of the things that we've been through. We've talked about everything from depression, codependency, relationships, friendships, death and dying, suicide, loneliness, letting go, the 5 love languages, forgiveness, abuse, you name it, and we've had a conversation about it. There's not many topics. I counted 57. So of those 100 conversations, we've covered 57 separate topics. I think that is amazing. And it's amazing not because we covered them. It's amazing because for every topic we covered, there was at least one somebody. Right. My grandmother would say, at least just one somebody who would get something. I still get 40 to 50 inboxes a day from people all over the world who have gotten wind to this growth thing. Y'all know what I'm carrying, right? Right. Some people carry guns. Some people carry purses. I carry growth. Right. And you know, if you get in my way, what? I hit you with it. Y'all know I'm just playing. No, I'm not really just playing. People that know me like, no, she really gonna hit you with the growth. So tonight we're gonna have a few people on. I'm so very excited. I'm gonna try to compose myself. I know you all are excited. Wait a minute. So when I sat down and thought about all the places that we had grown to and all the things that we had covered, some of the things that stand out to me, and I know there's some people that's going to be able to complete some of these sentences. What I am most proud of is that people associate Angie Harvey with the word grow and growth. That's branding that I did not do intentionally. It has just happened, and that is amazing. There's also a slew of people that know what I'm about to say here. You don't go from work to home. Say it with me, y'all. You go from work to work. And if you're not working as hard at home as you do at work, it's not going to work. I remember saying that in 2002 at DC's Black Pride, and it just came out of my mouth, and it stuck with me ever since. But since then, we've also had many, many, many other things to think about. Bringing your A game. What's your A game? You can't change anything without bringing your A game. Being aware, acknowledging, accepting, taking action, and aftercare, right? There's no need in having paint if you're not going to do what? Apply the paint. What's the paint, people? Knowledge. When you get knowledge, the color of your world cannot change if you don't apply the paint. Y'all got that? And then mental movement. People think that when you say a tool, I don't have the appropriate tools to handle my emotions. And I need everybody to be clear that it's not anything that's tangible. It's mental. It's called mental movement. And we all have the capability of doing so. It's just a matter of how quickly you can do it and if you want to do it. Right? So those have been some emotional intelligence. I was about to forget that. That's being able to verbalize, being able to be aware, verbalize, and speak your truth. To manage your emotions. Right? We even did a show on being emotional, good emotional managers. We've covered a lot of different things, and many people have gotten a little bit here, a little bit there, but for the most part, everybody has been growing, and I'm so very proud of you. Yeah, I'm proud of you, and I'm just so very happy. I'm going to bring a couple of people. Let me see if I got this right. I'm going to first bring. She probably going to tell a little bit of the story. So I'm not going to tell a lot of the story. I'm going to go ahead and let her tell the story. I'm going to bring on the radio my boss. And I call her my boss because it ain't but, well, it's probably 3 somebodies that could tell me. 4 somebodies. That's my mother and my daughter and Layla Bug. Samina can't talk yet. And Anna Deshawn. Anna Deshawn was probably the first woman that I wasn't seeing that could tell me what to do. So I'm going to let her tell y'all a little bit. I don't know what she's going to say. I know she'll keep it clean. She's such a clean person. All right, let me see if we can get on the phone. Boss.
Go, Angie. Go, Angie.
What?
Go, Angie. It's your birthday.
What?
It's
What?
your
What?
birthday.
Right. Hey, boss.
Hey there.
How you doing?
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's hard to believe. It's been 5 years.
It's been 5 years. 5 years. 5 amazing years.
Wow.
It seems like just yesterday. I know you're going to tell a little bit of the story, so I didn't tell them. You're going to have to tell them a little bit.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I'll tell a little bit of the story.
Tell a little bit of the story.
I'll tell. Yeah, I was following her. You know, God does divine things. I'm telling you the truth. 5 years ago, I decided I was going to start to branch out. I needed to brand E3 radio. And I was researching, and Las Vegas was having a pride. And I reached out to him. I think his name was Glenn.
Yes.
And I said, hey, E3 radio, we're doing this thing, and I want to come. I can record sessions. We can do media sponsorship. He was like, hell yeah, come on. Pay for your flight. I got your hotel. I was like, hell yeah, we come. And I researched everybody Glenn was bringing to Pride. Angie was one of those people. And when I went to her website, and she has the E's, and many people don't know what E3 stands for, right? And so E3 actually stands for Education, Empowerment, and Entertainment.
Right.
Angie's E's aligned seamlessly with the E's of E3 Radio. I was like, this is it. Like,
right.
I don't know, Angie, but this is gonna be it. And
Exactly.
when I showed up, I was like, can I record your session? Hi, I'm Anna Deshawn. I just want to record your session and stream it on the radio station. And da-da-da. She's like, okay, sure. And then from that moment,
right,
we've been in constant communication for the last 5 years.
Absolutely.
And it was my mission to make sure she had her own radio show.
Right.
To help more people grow up.
Yes. And we doing it, boss.
Yeah, once you finish through one of Angie's sessions, once you sit through one of Angie's workshops, you sold. You know that everybody else needs to hear it too.
Right. Yeah.
So,
That's it. And Anna calls me what? I can't believe she hasn't said it
firstborn,
yet.
that's it.
Firstborn. She calls me firstborn because I was the first one I was the first one she allowed to hold her baby. E3 Radio.
That's right.
Right. I was the first one that got to hold the baby. So that was pretty cool. And boss, it has been an amazing, amazing ride. I cannot believe it's been 5 years. I can't believe it's 100. And I can't believe that I was able to take off enough for 5 years to equal 100. So that means I appropriately took off the right amount of time to have 100 conversations to equal 5 years. But they are definitely an alignment. This is exactly the 100 show. And on the 12th of January was exactly 5 years from when I did my very first show. Woo, woo.
That is unbelievable.
It is. Right. You can tell. See, we
got 5 more years of growth.
Right.
10 more years of growth.
Child,
20 more years of growth.
Forever. And when I move, you move.
Forever.
Just like that. Just like that, boss. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate it. I just knew you was going to have like some background singers or something that was going to sing and do the doo-wop. No?
You want me to say do. No,
okay, you're supposed to come with do you know what today is? It's my anniversary.
It's your anniversary. Hey.
Okay.
Day for you and me and radio.
Exactly.
Hey.
Well, thank you so very much for calling in. I got several people that's getting ready to bless us with a couple of words, but I had to have you on first because you are I could not be here in this place without you and you being gracious enough because I couldn't just show up people and be like, hey, put me on the radio, I'm good. She had to do some research. She had to know. And literally, I just got a little thing in your Facebook where literally 6 years ago, I just joined Facebook. 5 years ago, I only had 80 friends. You know, and E3 Radio has, I'm at 5,000. I can't take another friend. So all those people that's getting ready to get, accidentally deleted because they didn't send me a video or a written message. Right. Anyway, thank you, boss. I appreciate you. I appreciate all that you have done for me. And I love you too. I appreciate you.
I love you. Wow. E3 Radio, we wouldn't be who we are without you.
Absolutely.
You are the cornerstone of what we've been doing. You're the heart of what we've been doing. You keep me motivated, and you keep everybody else motivated who tunes into you. And I'm so excited about the show. I can't wait to hear all your friends. I know these people. These people are amazing.
Right.
So
right.
Everybody needs to share.
Yes.
Go ahead and share. Click share. Just
because
click and share.
Right.
I'm trying to get 1,000.
I'm trying to get 1,000 views, so I'm gonna need everybody to share. And I know what you're saying. What we gonna share? She's not talking about anything. I'm talking about growing up. I take grow everywhere I go. You know that.
That's right.
All right then, boss. I'm out of here. I thank you very much, and I appreciate you.
Yes. Love you.
Love you. All righty then. I want you guys to know that a few people sent me some very creative things. Let me see if I can find this. Boss, I think, hooked me up and put some of this stuff on here. So I have one of my followers who does some amazing work, and she, wait a minute, let me see if I can find it. Just a second, I should have had it queued. Go ahead. I told y'all I was excited, right? I'm going to see if I can play this. This is so cool. Listen to this.
Welcome to 100 Conversations with Angie Harvey. Let's celebrate. Angie has 15 years speaking of growth. 5 years and counting on E3 Radio. Here we grow again. Are we all ready to grow? So let's do this. So Angie Harvey. Come on, Angie.
Right. You hear that? That was so cool. I cried. I'm like, wow. Somebody thought enough of me to go ahead and sit down and do that. That was pretty cool. Okay, then. So you all know that I started a conversation with Angie Harvey 5 years ago. I had a few people. I had put it out there. I need an intro. Somebody make me an intro. I had a little intro contest. My friend Wong sent me an intro. Anna did the very first intro. I never tried it because y'all know I sing and I speak, but yeah, I don't do intros. Right. But there was this one woman that showed up and the intro was dynamic. She has made both of the intros that I've used consistently and constantly. And guess what? I got her on the phone. Hold on, dog. Here you go. Johnny Rain.
Hey, Angie Harvey. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you?
I am great. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I know, like I was telling you earlier, I remember when you first were looking at the logo and you were like, let's talk with Angie Harvey. So I'm really excited to see how far you've gone with this. This is dope. And congratulations.
Thank you very much. I think it's only fitting, Journey, that since this is the voice, people, this is the voice that sings the intro like every time we ever grew up. Right.
Tune in to E3 Radio. That's me.
Right. That's her. Why you stop, Journey? I was doing my...
that you can see conversations with Angie Harvey. Well, because it is your anniversary, I was thinking more of y'all been singing it all day, so it's just stuck in my head. So I have a few lyrics for you. That's not much, but here you go. If you want to grow, she's the one to know it's her anniversary. Angie Harvey, 5 years in the game, 100 episodes today, it's her anniversary. Angie Harvey, it's her anniversary. Conversations with Angie Harvey. You had that stuck in my head all day.
Woohoo! Right. You better merge those together. I'm going to have to get with Tony. We're going to make a real, like, have me on your, what do they call it? They don't call it albums anymore, right?
I can do a mixtape. I can do a mixtape for you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Tell me what one thing, because not only is Journey the intro woman and has been great, just gracious enough to bless me and bless us with your voice, she's also been one of those ride or die followers, those people that listen to Conversation with Angie Harvey, even though she know Angie Harvey and could call Angie Harvey at any given time. Is there anything that sticks out in your mind that you was like, yeah, Angie Harvey did that? Or yeah, she did. Any aha moment?
Application for consideration.
Woo!
The application for consideration. You introduced the application that potential people to date would have to fill out as if they were applying for a job. And I literally have used it in every single relationship since I've met you. And people think it's funny. They see it and they're like, oh my God, you got to be kidding. And I'm like, no. So can you list the last relationship, why it was terminated, reasons for termination, if you have shared property, what's your relationship with your mom, has been tested for STDs, what was out? Like, I've literally used it. And even for those who think it's funny, it is a great icebreaker, and it does ask all those hard questions that,
absolutely.
Thanks to you, I don't waste 6 months trying to get to know somebody. So
whoop, whoop.
That would be the thing that stuck with me.
Right.
Oh, and the whole "That's Not Love, That's Stupid" segment. That whole thing.
Look, not a piece of it, y'all. She said the whole thing. That's not love. That's stupid. The whole thing. Y'all know we grown when we say the whole thing. Right. Journey, I thank you so very much. I truly, truly, truly appreciate you. I appreciate you lending me your voice for my intro. I appreciate you because she came up with the lyrics, y'all. I gave her 3 words. You have to use E3 Radio. You have to use Angie Harvey. You have to use the word grow. The rest of it she did on her own. And I appreciate you. I love you. And thank you very much for stopping. She in traffic, y'all. She in traffic and called in. That's what I'm talking about. You show up no matter what. But I thank you very much, Journey Rain.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay?
Thank you for having me on the show. I love you, Angie.
I love you too. Right. Some of you all may not know, but yeah, years ago, it's been probably over 15 years ago. It's been close to 15. I came up with an application for consideration because, you can't even get a job at McDonald's without an application on file. And in my mind, the application to sit, stand, lay next to me, that's a pretty important job. So you should have to fill out an application. Right. I know some people think it's funny, but right. But I bet you if you think about it, if you'd had the application, you wouldn't have gotten some of the trouble. On the application, you ask important things like the relationship with their mama, any goals that they have, any shared property, do they have any kids that they're not telling you about? Now, what would make them tell the truth on the application? Guess what? We call in references. Yes, they have to give 3 references. They have to give a family member, an ex, because I won't date anybody that the ex don't say nothing. If your ex don't want you back, I don't want to date you. anyway, that's what she was speaking about. I didn't want you guys to think like, what's an application? So that was the application for consideration. And yeah, I remember coming up with that and thinking, oh, this is important. And it does. It asks some of the hard questions. Yeah, she just took me back down memory lane with that one. I'll tell you. I said to you guys, and I'm going to say it again, if you want to call in, I absolutely will go down a newsfeed and see everybody. I see everybody saying congratulations and happy anniversary. But if you all want to call in, if you want me to hear your voice and you want to hear my voice, you have to call 646-478-4395. It took me a year to learn that because I would always just look up there. Yeah, it took me a year to learn that. You can go ahead and call in. I would love, love, love to hear from you. Can you believe we're 100? Well, we're not 100, but we've been growing. We've been growing for 100. Look, I even brought a whistle, y'all. Look. Right, that's going to keep me from singing. Right, because y'all know y'all don't want me to sing. Anyway, if you want to call in, feel free to do that. And we're not under no time restriction. Right, my pumpkin not going to turn into anything at 12 o'clock. So you go ahead, you call in. Don't forget to hit share. Why are we sharing? If we can hit one person on to growing up, and this may not be the show, but at least they'll know the name. Conversation with Angie Harvey. And that's the purpose of me doing that. I'm not paid per share or anything like that. Right? Yeah, I am paid. I'm paid with people growing up. It was something to read the things that you all wrote and some of the things that you guys said. Those people that sent things in. Those people that didn't, I didn't hear you because you didn't say anything. It was something to hear the changes that people were able to make using me as a vehicle. And I don't mind being used, right? I want to spread the news. I said if it feels this good being used, y'all just keep on using me. Until you use me up. Y'all don't know nothing about that. That's a 50-year-old woman song. I'm telling you. But anyway, I'm pleased that this was an avenue. And now that I'm doing things live on Facebook, we're able to reach even more people. And I appreciate that. So we're going to keep things going, growing right along. So there's one friend, I got many friends, and many of my friends tune in like all the time. Like more than you would ever think any of my friends would even want to hear me run my mouth. Because I do have a few people that call themselves my friend that actually don't want to hear my mouth. But there's a few people that love me that don't mind hearing my mouth. And those people show up every other week like clockwork. So I'm going to introduce you to a friend of mine. Let me tell you a little bit about how we met before I leave. I went to Dallas, Texas. And Dallas, Texas got some amazing people. Dallas, Texas got it growing on. And it was really funny because the group that brought me in, they had me sectioned off like with tape and trying to keep people from the table. And I'm looking around like who famous is going to be here? And I got ready to walk out. Literally, there was two people in front of me, like walking like they had to protect me or something like that. And she stood up and she's like, I came here to meet you. Like, I've been following you on Facebook. I think you're amazing. And I'm like, okay, all right, yay. We actually ended up meeting the next day, and we've been friends ever since then. And I'm going to bring her to the phone. Let me make sure I don't want to bring the wrong person on. Right. Her name is B. Ayers, BB. Hey.
We need to set some proper expectations from jump. Unlike everybody that they've heard so far, there will be no singing in this. That is my gift to you guys. But that's not going to happen, okay?
She said she's not going to sing, y'all.
Yeah, you brought me on that journey. Good job, Journey. Jeez.
But that's all right. Look, you may not be able to sing, but guess what I know? I know for sure and for certain you got some words. Because you do well with those things.
I do have that.
Yes.
I do have that. So let's do that. That I can do. So I came to know Angie like many of us do by word of mouth. A friend said to me, and I quote, "You like all that be a better person stuff. You need to be listening to Angie Harvey. She's one of your kind, and it gets no better." And after spending a little time contemplating what my kind meant exactly, I did eventually make my way to the Facebook page and followed her there. And then I did make my way to the next Conversations with Angie Harvey. And on that night, I did gain an unspoken understanding of exactly what my kind meant. I knew right there what it meant to be my kind, and I knew it was a compliment. I wasn't sure all the way, but I eventually learned it was a deep compliment. Because I had my own desire to operate in my passion for helping others. When I finally did meet Angie in person after one of her workshops here in Dallas, like she said, I actually told her at that time that I wanted to be just like her someday.
Yep.
And the years have come to teach me two things about that statement. The first is that my own voice and style are valuable and needed in this world in their own right. I don't have to try to be just like anybody else. And growing with her has certainly helped lead me to that place. And the second is that even if I wanted to, or even if anybody wanted to, they could never be just like Angie. I tell lots of people about her, and because of that, I'm often asked to compare her to someone. And I always fail at this because to compare her to anyone would just inevitably dim her light. She shines brighter than anybody else. I've just never been able to do it. She gives of herself. She allows all of us to benefit from it just freely. Without my having spent a single penny, she became a personal therapist, a marriage counselor, a spiritual guide, all just between the radio show and archive videos of her workshops. Mm-hmm. And she's absolutely right. I also have the honor of calling her a close friend. And when we evolved to the level of vulnerability that comes with that friendship, she saw directly to the core of me and operated with me at all times as though I was my higher self, even when I wasn't yet. And today she celebrates me both with enthusiastic praise, as we know how her energy is, and also with a quiet understanding now that I am at my higher self. So, Angie, I thank you very much for your willingness to sustain the sharing of your gifts with us all so selflessly. I thank you for the special gift of this friendship. I love you. My household loves you. My tribe loves you. And my city does love you very much.
Aww, I knew somebody was going to make me cry. Oh, thank you. B, thank you so very much. I knew what I was doing. You just spoke to my spirit. Absolutely. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you taking the time to come and say those words. But bigger than that, I appreciate you supporting Angie Harvey. But bigger than that is I appreciate you supporting growth, because I know when you flow people my way, they not coming to get a piece of me. They coming to get a piece of this growth thing right here. And that speaks a lot about your character. And I'm just glad that I'm able to show up and grow them up as you send them. I truly appreciate that. I thank you very much. And I love you and your household and your tribe and your city back. I appreciate you. Thank you. You're very welcome. Thank you. Yeah. They're my Dallas people. Right. Ain't no growing like a Dallas growing, because a Dallas growing don't stop. Right. I love that city. Amazing people there. One of the things that she brought up, and I have many people that I'm blessed enough to be able to call my friends. And those are people that know not just Angie Harvey, but knows Angela Harvey. And what I'm consistently saying out of my mouth is that I'm humbled that these people know my stuff, because I don't hide anything. I promise you guys, that's not love, that's stupid. That's me. Excuse me, have you seen your happiness? That's me. I did on-the-job training for most of what you hear and see from me. And those people know those things and know my shortcomings. And they still show up. They still listen. I was in Washington, D.C., and I was at the table with a group of people who always, when we come together, they're encouraging me to keep growing and just to elevate myself and to elevate my passion. And someone stopped me and said, you need to stop saying that you're honored that people show up. Angie, people don't show up because they like you. People not showing up because you're cute and your eyewear is fly. People not showing up because you wear front hats. People not showing up because you can sing really well. They're showing up because they want to grow up. It just so happened it's coming from somebody that they care about. But Angie, don't shortchange yourself. These people are growing up because what you're talking about, what you're speaking, what you laying out there is something that they need. And I can honestly tell you, I don't know that I've ever saw things that way. I really and truly did believe that most of them showed up to support me so that I could see their names, so that I could see that they were present, so that I could, because every conversation, people, I want y'all to know, I think nobody's going to show up. And then every conversation, I think that I probably have said that same thing over and over and over again. I just sound like, wah, 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 wah. And then inevitably somebody hits the inbox and goes, oh my goodness, that's just what I needed to hear. So I'm going to go out of my way not to say that, but that's what I feel in my heart. I'm humbled by those people who know me, especially those people who know me, who will allow me to journey with them, who will allow me to grow with them, who will allow, hey, grow me up. Because you best believe anybody that's my friend knows that I'm checkable. Right. I don't do any checking, and I don't have any friend that can't check me, and I won't be a friend to anybody that I can't check. And so they are my core. They get to take me to those places, and I'm thankful. I want to bring up something. You guys see this orange wall back here? It's newly painted. It just got painted today. You know, orange is my favorite color, right? Right. I just want y'all to know that I'm a little bit high because I'm inhaling paint. No, for real, I am. So if y'all see me leaning to the side, call somebody. B, I thank you again. I thank you, Journey. I thank you, boss. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm supposed to have, I don't see Mr. Butterfly. If Butterfly's on the phone, I don't see him. So I'm getting ready to do guess what? I get to go to two of my favorite people in the whole wide world. I say two. I got to include my Samina. Ah, yes. I'm going to bring to the stage of radio my daughter, the wonderful, the amazing Dominique Harvey, and the talented and ever so intelligent Layla Bug. Pooh. Hello? Dominique. Oh, you know what? I got the wrong, look, I didn't click on the wrong person. Hold on, Dominique. Here I come, here I come, here I come. Pooh.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I couldn't hear you before because I clicked the wrong button. That's something when the sparkling grape juice gets you tipsy. It's the sparkling grape juice plus the paint. Yes. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Trying to make dinner with 2 kids. Difficult challenges.
It can be done, Dominique. People have done it before. Just keep growing. Just keep growing. Right. You gonna tell the people a little something? Don't embarrass me though.
Yeah, I just called to say congratulations on your 100th show.
Thank you.
Here and Vegas are very proud of you.
Yay.
And, you know, everybody knows Angie Harvey, or they know Angela Harvey if they're privileged. But I know those two women along with Mommy. And that woman is an amazing woman. Just twice as amazing as Angie and Angela.
Wow.
She is a woman who taught me, you know, to own up to your mistakes. I mean, you're not perfect by any means, and I'm sure everybody that knows you knows that. But along with that, you do recognize your mistakes and you own up to them. And that is something that's some places that, you know, people haven't grown up to yet. So I appreciate you for teaching me that, and also trying to teach the world that. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a very big deal.
Yeah. Wow.
Hold on. Miss Layla has something to say. Do you have a moment to speak with her?
Absolutely. I got all the moments. Layla can have all the moments.
Come here, Bubblegum.
She calls her Bubblegum.
Hello.
Hi, Layla Bug. How are you?
Good.
That's very good. How was school today?
Great.
Great. Very good. Do you know what your Gigi does for a living?
She goes on the radio and be the best Gigi ever.
Yeah, that's exactly what's on my job description. Lady, that was so cool for you to say. Thank you. But I'm going to need you to stop growing up. I want everybody else to grow up, but I don't want you to keep growing up. I need you to stay 7.
Well, I can't.
Why can't you?
It's just a life cycle.
Oh. Okay, did y'all hear that? She said it's just a life cycle. That's what it is. Alrighty then, so Layla, I love you. You are amazing, and you make me a better Gigi. I do what I do so that you too can grow up. So I won't say that I don't want you to grow up anymore. I do want you to grow up and be an amazing, amazing young woman and then a woman. But I thank you very much because you have done a lot for your Gigi. You keep your Gigi on her toes.
Okay.
Okay, I love you.
Well, I love you.
I love you too. I love you too. Bye-bye, baby.
Well, you're great.
Thank you. You're great too. I appreciate that. You're so cool. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Did y'all hear that little girl say a life cycle? I thought I was, yeah, that's my grandbaby. She said, well, it's a life cycle. That's just, I guess that's what happens. It's a life cycle. I get it. I get it now. Right. If I didn't get it before, I get it now. Wow. That was pretty cool. That was my grandbaby. Everybody that knows my grandbaby. Now, I want to say a little bit about this. Many times I tell people, okay, and I don't have a demographic per se, but I tell people all the time, if you in your 30s and your 40s and your 50s and you have children, there's not any conversation that we've ever had that any of them would benefit from. And I don't care whether they're 18, 27, 16, 54, and that goes the same thing for us young people. We have parents. There's not a conversation I can think of that anyone, any color, any nationality, any sexual orientation, any economic status would not grow up from. And so I encourage you all to not just inhale the information and get high on it yourself. Yeah, y'all know what I'm about to say. Other little saying I came up with. Puff, puff, pass. Go ahead and take in the information, inhale the information, and when you get it and it's good to you, to pass that on. And so I want you all I'm going to tell you something or ask you something that most people won't do. That is, talk about growth. Talk about growth behind my back. Make a referral. Send people my way. They have to go to my fan page because I can't take any more people on my Facebook page. But all of the every 100 show is archived on the computer, on the internet, but it's also on, I'm not sure if you all knew this, all of the shows are archived on iTunes and you can download them for free. Can y'all believe that? Y'all can listen to Angie Harvey on your iPads, iPhones, Droid, is it Droid, Drone, Android, something like, yeah, okay. I'm an Apple chick, so yeah, I didn't know that. But yeah, so go ahead, share this because somebody will get the information. Bigger than that, I want everybody to know that I do what I do primarily for the benefit of other people. And I know that there's some people that's probably not going to like what I'm about to say, but I've never done this thing for money. This has always been about the assignment. Once I knew it was an assignment, it wasn't something I could decline. And so the time that I give, the answering the inboxes, the being on the radio, the research for the programs, all of those things, that's my time, my energy, my assignment. But you best believe it's fruitful. And how is it fruitful? To hear one person. And I get at least one or two people a day who will say thank you. So you guys have been telling me thank you all, since the anniversary. But there are people that show up and will say that, gracious enough and grown enough to say, you know what? I thought I was where I needed to be, but you showed me something different. I heard from a lot of my journey clients, and they seem to think that I'm a little hard on them and maybe a little forward. I'm not sure how they could get such an idea, but all of them stayed. And there were a few that would literally cuss me out, but they came back. And I tell people all the time, I don't care how you get to growth. You could meet me by railway, trailway, it don't make a difference. And I don't care whether you accidentally get there or you get there on purpose. It only matters to me that you grow up. Right? Right. I'm sure, Butterfly, if you're on the phone, because Butterfly Soul is supposed to be here. Butterfly don't want to not be here. Yeah, because I'd have to talk about him publicly. Yeah, and I don't want to do that because, I'm really not into that. Meanwhile, you all know Phenomenon the Poet, right? Right. Amazing poet. Not just a poet now. If you can believe it, she's even better singing. She's singing and writing books and spitting poetry and growing up folks and all kind of stuff. And she sent me a little something. I'm gonna find it here so that we can listen to it together. Can we do that? Y'all with me? I don't know that anybody got this, but I did say that you could call in if you wanted to and say, "What's up, Angie? Congratulations." Y'all know I'm a words of affirmation chick, right? Right. And again, if Facebook apps, accidentally deletes you, I didn't have anything to do with that. I'm just saying. Let me see what Phenomena has here. Let me find it. I know, boss. I'm looking. I know I was supposed to there it is. There it is. Y'all ready? We're going to see what Phenomena got for us, sister. Oh! Y'all know nothing about that. Did y'all hear that? Y'all might not have heard it because it might have sounded muffled on the other end, but guess what she said? Truth is your only shelter. I love that. Truth is your only shelter. It just so happened that Butterfly Soul, probably a couple years ago, he was introducing me to a friend, and he kept saying truth teller, truth teller, truth teller. And I'm thinking he's saying truth teller, so I'm thinking that's the person's name, truth teller. I'm like, "Hey, how you doing? My name is Angie. You're a truth teller. How do you spell that?" He was actually speaking about me. And can I say that I always speak the truth? No, there's sometimes when I'll say I didn't eat that many cookies and I tell a lie. But there are many times when what comes to me is truth for somebody. I know that I pride myself on speaking my truth. And so when you meet me, you meet me. When I speak and I'm speaking for me, you best believe those words are truth. I know how to speak truth. And it's something that we all could do better at. I've spoke with 2 people today who really and truly are having some challenges because this is what happens. We have been who we are for such a long time. And unfortunately, before we can move new growth in, we have to move the old growth out. And there's so many people don't want to let it go. Scared, fearful. Like, "Hey, this is my favorite couch. I've been sitting on this couch for 27 years. What you mean I got a new couch right here. It's called growth. It's going to prop you up. It might even vibrate, kick your feet up." And they're like, "I don't know if I want that. I'd rather have this one with the hose in it." I didn't say hose, people. I said hose. How do you spell hose? I'm a Cleveland Public School graduate. Holes, not the other one. I know somebody was going to interrupt me and say, "Did she just call her hose?" No. Be clear that many times we hold on to things because they're familiar and because it's comfortable. And I tell people all the time, if you're comfortable in wherever you are, in your profession, in your relationship, in your family, in your community, if you're comfortable, move. Move. We were not meant to be comfortable people. And I get the feeling that it's about to be trying times. I get the feeling that many of us are going to have to rise up and be accountable for who we are and what we need. I want you all to know that this thing doesn't come, it comes easy to me. But for most people to rise to a place where they understand what their assignment is and their purpose is not easy for a lot of people. But I want you to hear this. If you don't hear anything else that I say tonight, I want you to hear this. What you were assigned to do, nobody else can do. And so if you don't show up, that means what you were supposed to bring to this world, to this universe, is not happening. Did everybody get that? So everybody was given an assignment. He didn't give Angie assignment and then skip you and then give somebody else an assignment. Every one of us has an assignment. And there's only one person assigned to that particular thing. And I know whatever it is to be of service. If you are not doing what you're supposed to be doing, there are people needs that are going unmet. There are things that are supposed to be happening that are not happening. There are things that should have been done already that have not been done because we sitting on it. We sitting on it. And as far as I know, as long as I knew the minute I knew what I was supposed to be doing, I did it. And there's been many times, you guys don't know this. Well, no, you do. Every time you've ever seen me off Facebook, I contemplated. Angie, is this what do you need to keep doing this? Are people listening? Are you growing anywhere? Is this stifling you? All of those things come up for me. And I usually take myself offline because I don't want to be a hypocrite and I'm contemplating things myself and then I go tell you to grow. So just know, all of us have purpose. All of us have purpose, right? Speaking of purpose, be clear that starting next week, we're going to do my favorite. Everybody knows what my favorite book is, right? Give you a hint. 5 love languages. I'm actually going to break it down. We're going to give each love language its own show. Right? That's going to be amazing. There's so many people that are with people that don't and cannot and have great challenges in speaking the love language of their partner. And so they need to be clear, just like we all need to be clear what their love language is, how they display love, which is different than how they take love in, and then how to master that thing and how to be able to voice what it is you need. I'm so excited about that series and it happening during Valentine's Day that I've actually made a decision to do it, even though I got 1,000 things going on. I'm hosting a couples retreat. I'm hosting a personal growth retreat. I'm getting ready to celebrate. Y'all know what starts March 1st, right? Girl, Angie, it's your birth month. It's my birth month. In the midst of all of that, I made a decision that this was important. I had too many people reaching out. This was important and I needed to do it. And so, yes, starting in 2 weeks, we will start. I think the first one is, somebody will tell me. I think the first one it wouldn't be words. I think I say that for last. It might be acts of service is the first one I'm going to do. But anyway, I'm going to be putting a lot of different things out there. You guys definitely keep up. But again, if you can't make the show, the videos are going to be archived. The shows where you can hear them are going to be archived on iTunes and the internet. And that's going to be amazing. The other thing, you know what? I'm going to wait. I got a lot of stuff happening for you guys. And I'm so excited. I want to tell you everything right now, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait. It's quality time. Okay, quality time is up first, y'all. And that will be again in 2 weeks. I'm not sure that Mr. Butterfly Soul is going to make it. I'm looking. 08. Yeah, it's not up there. Yeah, he's going to get talked about real bad. But I want everybody to plan on purpose. I need you to plan to be there. That's going to be so very important. I don't want you to accidentally see me on Facebook. I don't want you to accidentally hear about it. I need everybody, and not just for your love language. I need you to be fluid about all of them, right? Because guess what? Guess what I discovered over Christmas? This happened to have been the best Christmas that I've ever had. Not because of anything that anybody gave me tangibly. But I was sitting at my mom's house in Las Vegas, and my daughter's to my right, and my granddaughter's on my left. This is why I love Layla. But Layla will ask me for what she wants. And Gigi, I don't want any presents. I don't want any gifts. I just want you here. And so you want to go shopping when I get there? Because gift giving is my way of showing love. And I said, no, I don't want to. She don't want to go shopping. I just want to be with you. And I'm looking over at my daughter, and she just holding the baby, and she just smiling. And we're watching TV. She loves Monk and Martin, and she hooked me onto this Designated Survivor or something like that. Anyway, I watched more TV in 5 days in Las Vegas this past Christmas than I've probably watched in the last 5 years. But every hour of it, I watched with my daughter. Her love language is quality time. Quality time for her is just you being present. And I was without my phone. I was without my computer. I didn't rent a car. I didn't go see a friend. And I didn't move from that house unless I was going to do something for her or with her. And it took Layla, who's a quality time person as well, to get me to understand that I had a quality time daughter. And 27 years later, I just got to the place where it popped like, wow, that's what it is. And then I apologized, and you can't get back. And she said, Mom, it's okay. But now we're talking. I mean, it just is a closeness. And so that's amazing. It was amazing. And I would love for everybody to have those breakthroughs, because what you need to know is that all of our kids, your parents, your cousins, your boss, your coworkers, everyone has a love language. And everyone likes to be spoken to in the language that speaks to their heart. Everybody loves that. And so that was wow for me. I was like, wow. So you guys aren't going to call in, because there's nobody calling in. I just want to be clear, because I'm getting ready to round things up, and I was given some time so you guys can call in. Don't inbox me saying, Angie, congratulations, you're on the show. I was going to call in, but right, no, we're not going to do that. Yeah. In fact, I'm going on Facebook in a minute. I mean, Facebook is going to accidentally delete some people. I'm just saying. Anyway, I thank you. I thank you. It takes a village. And believe it or not, I've not been the village leader here, people. You all have been my village. And you all keep me grounded, and you keep me growing, and you keep me on my toes, and you keep me wanting more, and you keep me growing and growing and growing and growing. So somebody felt really bad, and they're calling in. So now I feel like this is the sympathy call. But I'll take it. I'm going to say the last 4 digits of your phone number. I haven't said this in so long because you guys make me talk the whole hour every show, and you don't call in. But I haven't said this in a while. But I'm going to say it now. I'm going to say the last 4 digits of your phone number, and then I want you to go ahead with your question or comment. I have caller 8960 live on the radio. Grow ahead, grow ahead.
Hey, Angie.
Hi, how are you?
Good, this is Toy. And I definitely am not giving a sympathy call, but I definitely want to tell you, after listening to you for the past 3 years, I fell off a little bit, but I definitely have to listen to you tonight. And I want to congratulate you on your 100 conversations.
Yes.
That have helped me tremendously. You know that we have spoken on several occasions.
Exactly. Right.
But I just definitely wanted to say that I thank you for everything that you do. And I continue to listen to you and continue to grow with you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Yay, thank you. I don't know I don't know that I can convey enough what it means to me to know that people know my name, and they know what I do, and they appreciate what I do, and they look forward to what I do. If I don't come on Facebook by 10 o'clock, people in my inbox. And so I appreciate you reaching out, because you didn't have to, and you did. And I will not be deleting you. I mean, Facebook won't be deleting you. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
All right, people. Yeah, it's about that time. I didn't know that we would be on longer or shorter, but I want to just say thank you. I want to make a commitment to you, and that commitment is, as long as I have it in me, you'll get a piece of it. I'm not going to give anybody the shirt off my back, especially not if I'm cold. Right. I know about self-care, and I practice self-care very diligently. And so nobody can have the shirt off my back. But if you can squeeze in your shirt, we can do that. I can go buy you a shirt. But because I do practice amazing self-care for myself, that means if I put my mask on first, and I'm able to carry and to show up and to grow up with whomever wants to do it. And so that's the reason I do what I do for me, so that I can do what I do for you. And I appreciate, see, now y'all got jokes. Now everybody want to call in and say something. You have to threaten people. Man, I'm going to take the call, because I'm a sucker for some words. Anyway, I'm going to say the last 3 digits of your phone number. You go ahead with your question and comment. I have caller 3931 live on the radio.
Hello, Miss Angie Harvey. This is Pamela Johnson from Jersey.
Hi,
and I could not listen to the show and call in at the same time, because I don't want to miss anything. But I want to say thank you so much. Knowing you has been such a wonderful, wonderful experience. I thank God that I got invited to a ski trip in 2012.
Yes.
And at first I said, this woman just smiles all the time. Something got to be wrong with her. And when I sat in that first workshop, I said, yeah, there is something wrong with her. She is more special than anybody I have ever met, and I love you so much, and I am so thankful to God for creating you.
Aww.
And for you helping me to grow.
Oh my goodness. It is my pleasure.
I didn't want to be deleted from Facebook either.
Right. Okay, then I'll be sure that Facebook knows that you called and you won't be deleted. Because I won't be deleting, but Facebook might accidentally do that. I thank you so very much. I truly appreciate you showing up. And now I understand, so people have to get off their phones to call in and they might miss it. So that might be an excuse that people use. Now you've given them all an excuse, Pam.
Okay, all right.
I thank you very much. I appreciate you. You take care.
Okay.
All right, we're going to leave. I got to take this next call, y'all. Right. This next caller happens to be, somebody that, that brought me here and could truly take me out. All right. I'm going to bring into the radio. I happen to know the number. It's my mommy. Hey, mommy.
Hey, sweetie. I wanted to congratulate you. I'm so happy for you. I have just been smiling and crying and smiling. I'm so proud of you and what you do. Honestly, I'm a loss for words, which, I very rarely am. But I read some things yesterday that I just want to read for you and your listeners, okay? Just take a second to do this.
You got it.
It says, when you look at the array of human needs, you may be tempted to think the little you do won't make a difference. Your offering is small, your witness is weak, your influence is limited. You're wrong. Place your scrap of bread in Jesus' hands and watch what happens. With it, he will feed a multitude. Speaking encouraging words is one of the most effective ways to help another person. In conversations with friends and family members, share a cheerful word. It will help them keep their eyes on the goal. That's what you do, Angie, and it's wonderful. Congratulations, and I love you, sweetheart.
Thank you, Ma. I love you too. Making me cry. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Right. That would be the one. Right. I appreciate you all for showing up. I have appreciated every conversation. I have appreciated every year. This happens to also be my 15th year speaking publicly, speaking of growth and growing up with other grown folks. And when I tell you that it is my pleasure, when I tell you that I am humbled, when I tell you that I am constantly just appreciative of you all allowing me in the spaces and places, because y'all do know I get in folks' business for a living, right? And so that being said, I appreciate you all allowing me into those spaces and places for the benefit of yourself and me. Let's talk. Let's together acquire lasting knowledge. That simply means, I'm not sure that anybody else gets it, or if anybody ever got it. Let's together acquire lasting knowledge. I didn't say I knew everything. I said together we can acquire lasting knowledge. And that is exactly what we do. Every time I grow up with you, I grow up. And so that being said, this growing woman is getting ready to grow out of here. I'm celebrating. I told you I got my little drink. Right. It's only grape juice, people. My mother would have absolutely said something if it was anything more than grape juice, right? You all make me feel, oh gosh. You make me want to keep doing what I do. You make me want to grow. You make me want to keep growing. And I appreciate you in ways that I don't know that I'll be able to explain in this lifetime. But guess what? I'm going to keep trying. I'm out of here, people. I love you. Miss you. Bye-bye. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can get this intro that phenomenon did. We're gonna take the intro out. Journey's intro. We out of here. Y'all gonna sing it with me? And I gotta get my pen. The best hour that you ever spent with another woman in your life. Conversations with Angie Harvey will make everything go right. Catch her on D3 Radio. You never wanna miss a show.
You know, I know, we know. Angie Harvey will make you grow.
Sing it, y'all.
With
Angie Harvey. With Angie Harvey. With Angie Harvey. With Angie Harvey. I'm out of here, people.